Well, hey there, and welcome back for another secondhand opinion video. I'm Jason Alderman, the internet's favorite fat mouth fat ass, bringing you fat stacks of fucked facts. So, boys and girls, have you been watching the impeachment circus? Because I haven't. I pretty much am aware of what's going to happen throughout this whole process. The only news so far about the impeachment rodeo that I have seen that was surprising to me is that there's a scuttlebutt, a rumor that they may actually even back off of impeachment. This is killing them. Every day they go up there, wherever, and they banter back and forth with whoever. And Schiff plays gatekeeper with information, and Jim Jordan and other people levy direct lines of questioning that pisses off Adam Schiff or calls out the absolute ridiculousness. I've seen little clips of it and heard news stories about it, but I refuse to touch into the actual show because I refuse to validate this crap. This whole thing is bullshit. It has been from the get-go. This is Russiagate 2 Ukrainian Boogaloo, so it's all ridiculous crap. At this point, my best guess is their attempt to get him out of the office before the election. If they can't get him out of office, make him look as terrible as possible before the election in the hopes that he will be unelectable. The trouble is, folks, you guys have just, metaphorically, Democrats, what you've done is you've gone up to the roulette wheel and you bet on green over and 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 yeah, Family Guy. We've seen this shit once or twice, and it was funny, and then it's not funny anymore. Really, you bet on green, and you bet on green, and then you bet on green. You realize there's a whole shitload of numbers in red and black, right? One digit on green, but that's your go-to play because it pays out the most. The only play you're willing to make over and over and over again in the hopes that you'll win it big. You're running out of money fast, and the other sharks at the table are starting to giggle as you are panicking, watching your stack get smaller and smaller as voters are fleeing your party. I heard now that even House Democrats are saying, we're probably not going to vote on this. I mean, the vote may come up, but they're going to vote it down. It'll never even reach the Senate. The House of Representatives won't even pass this impeachment crap now. You can't move forward with this and look like sane leadership to the rest of the nation. So if you feel like the far left is driving your party and that's the direction you need to go in order to ascertain the violent vote, keep pushing left. Keep charging towards those people in their direction. They keep moving, so you won't catch them. But other people are tired of following you. Their cliff came a long time ago, and they just straight stopped. Like a horse who don't love you that much. He's not going to jump off the cliff and die with you. So yeah, I suspect if you have been watching this whole circus, you guys have learned a few things that maybe I don't know, but to me are unimportant. They're irrelevant. It's the sound of a fart in a symphony. I wasn't listening for that. And not to say that I'm tuning out the other side. I've just come to realize what is worth paying attention to and what isn't. To a certain degree, I give everything up front of scrutiny, but they're out of plays, they're out of leverage, they're out of favors, they're running out of people. They're recycling nonsense on top of nonsense, on top of nonsense, on propaganda they created. They're running out of recently committed crimes, and they figured out that the more they talk about their crimes and try to label Trump with them, he just goes looking for who really committed the crime. And you don't think that one of the most wealthy nations in the entire world, with some of the most high-tech individuals and electronics and gear and cars and all the bugs and hackers and You don't think they could find out? Let's just say in your den of thieves that everybody trusts everybody and we're all for everybody. We're never going to turn on each other. Like that's real. But in your little Ukrainian, China, Russia, Middle East scheme, they're getting tired of watching you fail too. You've had 3 years of lying to them. They have to have long since turned on you and decided, you know what, this is going nowhere fast. I could waste this entire 4 years on hoping the Democrats keep their word. That's right. Oh yeah, that never happens. I suspect at this point, even the illegal aliens that you invited to come vote for you aren't even all on your side anymore. Skip the ones who actually got turned away. The ones that made it here. They're like, yeah, okay, so some places it's nice to be an illegal, but other places they fucking hate me. They didn't welcome me. There's no job here. Like, there's shit jobs here. So you invited a bunch of slave class individuals into the country with the promise of a better life space, and that may be true. I tell you what, if you stab me with a golden dagger, am I happy about the value of the dagger? Or am I more concerned that you stabbed me? No matter how you gild the cage, the slave caste always realizes they are the slave caste. And then they look at the ruling caste as if they're evil. Because guess what? If you invited hundreds of thousands of people from across the globe to come infiltrate America illegally under the promise of free food, shelter, healthcare, school, jobs, yada yada, free driving, you can vote, all this other bullshit, and they get here and not even half of it is really true? Yeah. They quickly realize you just bamboozled them. Don't you think if I could wander into the woods off somewhere where people would just never see me again and build a little farmstead and start my little aquaponics garden and occasionally go hunting for game meat and have my little family out in the middle of nowhere and just be ignored by society and their rules and their laws for the most part, I would do that? Of course I would. Because freedom in poverty is worth so much than slavery under the most wealthiest owner. Democrats, all you have done this election cycle is piss people off. Even your own people. Like, you started by pissing off the right wing. And you pushed people like me off the left side's plantation. Oh yeah, that's right. I was a non-voter. Until I was for Obama but didn't vote. And when this whole thing came around with Trump, I voted for Trump. And I'm going to do it again. Because you deserve it. I'm not allowed to fight back. I'm barely allowed to speak back. If I'm barely allowed to voice my opinions, let alone engage in the ridiculous shit that you engage in, what am I supposed to go start punching Antifa members? Not only do I not believe in that behavior, but I don't believe I'll be allowed to engage in that behavior. I know full well that they're going to Joey Gibson anybody who tries. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you arrest me. You're doing worse already. You're beating people in the street. I'm not saying it's a good space. I'm just saying that you're already there. You're already tyranny. In California, a man dumps a bucket of shit on a woman, and there's no real repercussions. You can give somebody HIV intentionally and barely, if at all, go to jail. Up here in Portland, they're trying to run this, I forget her name, Antifa mayor against Ted Wheeler up in Portland. I think that's going to go over like a fart in church. Someone just shit the pew. So go ahead, Dems. Finish your impeachment inquiry. I hope you do follow through with your impeachment. When you started this thing, I thought for sure you were going to do it regardless of what the outcome was. Evidently, Jim Jordan and Adam Schiff have helped make Adam Schiff look like a total fucking asshole. And the nation is evidently sick of it. That's what the scuttlebutt is anyways. We're on the internet. That's what they're saying. Alrighty, guys. So I'll keep pretending like our opinions matter. Leave that shit in the comments below. And remember, this is BitChute, so do all the things.